But anyways, I start. All right, we're starting.
Day one,
baby. Oh yeah. So we hop in the Toyota Corolla, and we drive 40 minutes to an area. I don't remember what it was called, but it was somewhere in Florida, man. Like an almost all Spanish neighborhood. I knocked my first like 20 doors, dude. It's all Spanish people. I like texted the man. I'm like, dude, what do I do? None of these people speak English. Why am I over here?
Yeah, you can't sell them.
Yeah. And like I get a couple leads, but like, dude, you just when you start to like do it long enough, dude, you can start to read people if like they're gonna buy or not. Even if you get a lead, you can be like, yeah, dude, this guy's not gonna buy. Like, he's just being nice. He just like said to like give him his card. But anyways, yeah. So I start my first day, like towards the end, I ate my lunch and everything and got like a bunch of like, you know, power in me and energy. And I started to get into a bunch of people's backyards. And when you get into people's backyards, you have a higher chance supposedly of selling them because you're in their like more comfort zone, not outside where everybody can watch them. But it's like, dude, it's like, hey, super quick. My name's Mac. You see my white truck in the area. People, dude, you can get people to agree with you. They've never seen your truck, dude, and you can get them to agree with you. You can look on the map and see if there's no customers in the neighborhood. The fact that it's impossible that truck would be in the area. And people are like, oh, yeah. It's like, dude, you're stupid. You just admitted to something, to doing something you never did. Like seeing a truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is weird already. And like, I'm manipulating these people like for like stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is just not me. But anyways.
And this is the first sentence of the pitch.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, most people are like, I already have a bug guy. Like, it's Florida. You got to have a bug guy out here. Oh, yeah. And I haven't done this in like over a month. So I'm like, I'm trying to remember like how my pitch went. But it's like, yeah, but like, you know, Laura, who we're taking care of down the street, dude, she's like a couple neighborhoods down. Like, there's no way this guy knows her. I'm like, yeah, you know Laura in the neighborhood. We're taking, dude, they'll still nod their head. They'll still nod their head like they know her. But they don't.
Are they nodding? Are they just agreeing with you so that you like move on?
I don't know, but it makes them look really stupid. And I'm like, hey, yeah, like Laura, dude, you know, servicing her house. Like, we're still just getting a lot of the spiders and everything. What's the square footage of the backyard? Nobody knows the square footage of the backyard. So like, I'm like, let me just take a peek real quick. And I like, dude, I get into like 20 backyards in like one day. I'm like, dude, it's crazy. Like these people just let you in like that. And like I go in there, I'm like walking around.
Are you dressed up as
Yes.
like pest control
I'm
guy?
dressed up as a bug technician. So
Okay.
I'm wearing like a white blue button up with like a tool belt and some boots and black pants. I'm in their backyard and I'm looking around like I know what I'm doing. Dude, I don't know anything about pest control, man.
Yeah, you're in the sales department. You don't actually go out and do it.
But we're pretending to be technicians. So we are lying. Like 100% lying.
Bro.
I have my truck. I don't have a truck.
Dude,
John who works in the technician services, who's actually at an appointment right now, has the truck. I drive a 2023 Kia Forte at home. I don't have a truck.
I had no idea that you guys were pretending to be the dudes who actually do the job.
Yes.
That.
So, dude, I take gloves on. I walk around their backyard, like pick at their grass a little bit, like dude, get in there and pretend it. Dude, I'm like just like act like you know what you're doing, because you can get people to believe a lot of things.
Yeah,
just by saying them.
I mean, you're dressed up and everything. Yeah. So, oh my god.
Dude, I'm like,
I had no idea.
Dude, everybody in Florida has spider webs in their backyards. Like there's like not one house where I didn't see a spider web back there, and with like a spider with the egg sacs.
And you're selling the spider problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you know how most pest control companies work. They usually come around on a monthly basis, which I just think tends to get a bit expensive. Oh, no, man, I'm not interested. That's what everybody says until they really realize what's going on. I'm telling you, these guys were like
an Instagram reel, dude.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it's so bad. Like this method, it's like manipulating, lying, and just like,
well, yeah, like the
saying straight cock out of them.
The scams that get people, like they're stupid on purpose, so that only stupid people agree with it, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that how it works? It's like, oh, the Prince of India is like needs to sell you his gold or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you're preying on stupid people pretty much. Although Jeff Bezos did actually buy our service, but he's so rich that it doesn't even matter. He probably canceled it like after a month.
Jeff, what?
Jeff Bezos.
Amazon man.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
He was sold to by a guy in my office
When?
last year. It was like a $30,000 contract he signed.
What the heck?
I don't know if he actually like ever did it or not, but like that guy's so rich that like
Yeah, drop in the ocean.
yeah, it doesn't matter. He like
How
probably,
did they get to Jeff Bezos? What the?
the guy sold 2 properties, so he had 2 properties that he got covered.
Were they lying to you that they did this? That they actually sold to Jeff Bezos?
I mean, I met the guy who supposedly did it, and he drives like a $150,000 Mercedes, and like
Bro.
lives a good life. But like, I don't know, dude. I honestly, it made me like be so like not just non-believing of anything anybody says, like especially when it comes to sales.
That's why I was asking. I was like,
Yeah.
surely they're just like lying to your face.
They could be. They very well could be. They may not be. I'll probably never know the answer. But that's what I was told. It was like a huge freaking deal, apparently. It was like a scene in a movie.
Jeff.
Yeah. But anyways, dude, I'm like just knocking all these doors, man. Dude, it's hot out there, bro. Like the humidity.
Yeah.
It's bad. Like I actually like the humidity, but when you're out there for hours, dude, it gets like it'll start.
And
to
you
kill
told me that you're not driving to these houses. You're like dropped off in the neighborhood and you walk, right?
You walk around. You hide your lunchbox in a bush, and then when you get hungry, you go back to the bush. You put it in.
Bro.
Dude, I felt like
It's
a
like
hobo.
it's like a video game.
I felt like a hobo.
Oh my gosh, it's like Minecraft.
Dude, I had like my like little pasta, and I'd be like sitting there on like the sidewalk eating. I felt like homeless, dude, because I'm like all tired and everything, all like sweating.
Oh my gosh. In your fake bug technician uniform,
Yes,
your white gloves. Oh my gosh. Did
Yeah.
you even dirty the gloves or are they just brand new
I
gloves?
had black gloves.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, I'd like look at the spider webs. I'd be like, you see these guys right here? Everybody's been getting these, dude. With door-to-door salesmen, like if you ever get them at your door, they're gonna use the word everybody all the time because they're trying to like get you like as a community thing to get you to like be like, oh, I want to be like everybody else. Because you know how like especially with like social media, everybody wants to like follow the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like me agreeing with you right now.
yeah, exactly. It's like everybody wants to like be like that, or like most people in their houses. They're like, oh yeah, well if Jennifer's got it, it's gotta be good because I trust Jennifer.
Who they don't even know exists.
Sometimes they
Okay.
do, sometimes they don't. If you get into a neighborhood and there's a lot of customers, like active customers, you have a way better chance of selling because you can actually like
Pyramid scheme, the pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
you never lie about names. We were instructed never to do that, which I thought was good because I know some companies actually do lie about names, which is, you know, yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, this says it's for itself. So if you have like an actual Jennifer across the street and they know them, they're friends with them, you actually like can have a decent chance of selling them. And just spread the
That might even get me.
yeah
You know?
yeah exactly. It's like, oh, I'm Bob, dude, that's like my best friend. We've known him since childhood, dude. I'm totally gonna sign up for your service.
Yeah. If it's good enough for Bob.
But that's like the one like good thing I think about. Like that's like the only
Redeeming quality.
like no, that's the only thing I could see like actually like a good way to sell the service.
Yeah.
And like we were told that like, dude, this is the Ferrari of pest control, so you got to market that to people. You know, show them that it's the best because we're more expensive than the other companies.
I got a question.
Yeah,
Like, I know it's like a scam, right?
yeah.
But do you guys actually does the company actually do the work?
Yes, but I don't know if it's actually good.
Okay.
I never like saw the results or anything to know, to be honest with you. Now, of course, everybody in the company is going to say it's good,
Yeah.
but like I've never talked to anybody who's actually used the service and was like, nah, no, it sucks. They're like, oh, I canceled.
And you guys are more expensive than the other bug guys.
Supposedly, to be honest with you, I don't really know, but from what I talked to with most like people at houses, yes, way more. Some people were paying like $100 a month.
And you're signing them $2,000 contracts.
Yeah, for like $170 every 2 months, which is actually kind of the same. But it's like some people would pitch monthlies, $170 a month
Bro.
for fucking bugs. which is insane, dude. Like, bugs get bad in Florida, man, but like, dude, you don't need to pay that much.
Yeah, I guess I'm not familiar with the homeowners
I didn't know
expenses.
I didn't know this until, but dude, well, Arizona, dude, you don't pay for pest control out here.
No.
Yeah.
You pay the guy one time to remove the rattlesnake, you know?
Yeah. Or like maybe when you first move in, you get it sprayed and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's like your house has probably been serviced like one time in 5 years, I bet.
Maybe twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, Florida, you do need it. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's so many spiders, dude. There's like I'd be walking, I'd be like Indiana Jones, like coming through like some of these walkways, man. Trying to like brush out all the webs. But
That's disgusting.
yeah, it actually is foul. Like the egg sacs, bro. You get in some porches, they'd be all over the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, dude, I actually need to sell this person. I'm like, this person actually needs our service, bro. They're not getting anybody coming. And if there's a company coming, bro, there's like they shouldn't be leaving that up there. And like that was a decent way to like throw a pitch out. Like, hey,
because you actually believe what you're saying at that point.
yeah, I did believe what I was saying for the first couple of days.
Oh, okay.
Until I started to really think about it. But because I was a little gullible, you know what I mean? I was still a little bit gullible.
Well, I don't think you were gullible. I think you actually wanted it to work.
Yeah, I did.
Do you know what I mean?
I studied for 6 months, dude. And as soon as I got there, I was like, dude, this is BS. Like this is totally like not as advertised.
That sucks.
Especially the living situation. But anyways, I finished the first day. Nothing crazy. Didn't make any sales, but like, dude, it's your first day at sales. Like,
Yeah.
everybody kind of sucks right off the bat. Same thing with the second day, really. Nothing crazy. Now we get to day 3. This is where things take a turn. I get dropped off, and within 30 minutes, I get my first sale.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I get to this lady's house. Old lady. And she's like, oh, my husband's like gone. He's like he has like a surgery on his liver or whatever, and he's like gonna be gone for like a week. And so I start pitching her, dude. I'm talking. I have it on voice recording. This whole conversation's like 20 minutes. I just pitch her everything, dude. And I get into her backyard. She lets me into her house. I meet her cat and her dog. Everything, dude. I become like homies with her. Like I talk to her about like my grandma and like how I like to spend time with her and all this. Like,
Oh no.
dude, it's bad. It's really bad. And then I'm like, now like when you first start, dude, when you ask for their credit card, it's the most nervous question. And especially me, because I started to realize like something was fishy about this. So like in my mind, I felt like I was scamming them, dude, when I asked for their credit card. I was like, yeah, you mind just getting the card for me while I throw in these discounts? Wait. Oh, most of the time, dude, people would back out. They'd be like, "Wait a minute, no, I'm not paying for this. Get out of my house right now." That's what
That's when they like wake up.
Dude, yeah, my first day that happened like 6 times. I actually was like, "Oh shit, I actually got this guy." And then I get to the credit card information. The person's like, "Wait, no. Let me get out of this." Whoa.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wait. So how does that process work? Like, so you've shown them the plan.
Yeah.
Of like, this is how we're gonna scam you, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're like, now all I need is for you to sign, basically.
Yeah.
And that's when they wake up.
And then you schedule them. You schedule their appointment. Like, oh, does Thursday at 5 work for you? Now, another thing, I have my truck in the area today. If I can get you thrown into my schedule,
no.
I'll get you done for super cheap.
Oh.
Dude, most of the time when you try to schedule them for the same day, all the service guys were booked, and you couldn't get them till like the next day. Sometimes even 2 days.
Oh, then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. It turns out.
Dude. And then people will back out when they hear that. They're like, okay, never mind. This guy's like full of it. And then they'll just like tell you to leave. But I got that lady to sign, dude. She's like, yeah, if that credit card doesn't work, I have another one. I was like,
Oh, dude, when they're being nice to you too.
yeah.
Oh.
I was like, okay, I got this one in the bag. I even say it in the recording. Like when she walked away, I was like, I got this one. Like I said it into the phone. and then I did. I pulled the trigger.
Devious.
I got the trigger. And then like, dude, everybody, like, dude, when you get your first sale, bro, everybody just hypes you up. They're like, yeah, dude, let's go. Big Mac attack. Like, let's go. Get it.
Oh, they gave you the nickname too?
Cherry bomb in the group chat. Cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb. Like, and then I didn't get any sales the rest of the day, but like, dude, it was interesting what happened. Lots of iguanas, by the way, everywhere in these freaking neighborhoods. I think they're actually kind of cute, so I didn't mind.
Okay.
But they're just everywhere, man. There's freaking iguanas everywhere.
That's so
Dude,
random.
they're in people's like bushes in their yard, like just crawling around in there.
the heck? They like these? Are they kind of big?
Oh, some of them. There's all different sizes. But some of them would be like this big, and then some of them would be like this big.
That's that's so weird.
It was kind of cool, but I was like, it's just
That is weird.
that's just
dude.
like totally like a Florida thing.
Wow. That's really random. Just fucking iguana.
But anyways, I just get to like another neighborhood, right?
This is the same day.
Yeah, same day. It's day 3. And I knock at this one house, dude, and this lady has like 100 spider egg sacs on her porch. I like knocked on the door. I was like, "Hey, look up." And she's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm in a lot of pain right now, and I just like can't take care of it." I'm like, "Well, I'll take care of it for you." I'm like, "Dude, like I got my truck in the area. Like, let me get you done right now." She's like, "Leave a card. I mean, I'll maybe get back to you. I'm just in a lot of pain right now." And I'm just like, "No, like no card. Like let's just do this." I looked at, dude, there's like a stupid tactic. It's like, let's just do this. Like that some people would actually use on the doors.
The look and everything.
Yeah. Let's just do this.
Bro. Oh man.
And then I get into a couple of their backyards.
So the lady who actually needed it was the one who didn't buy.
No.
Wow.
Dude, the lady who I sold to, I told her, she's like, "Yeah, I got a lot of dead iguanas in my backyard." And it's like, she's like, "They're really gross." I'm like, "Yeah, that is pretty gross. Like, I wouldn't want." She's like, "Dude, she let a river behind her house." She's like, "I should just kick the dead ones into the river." Like, Jesus Christ.
These Florida people, man.
Dude, I know, dude. Florida people, man, they're different special. Not all of them are bad, but like, dude, some of them, like the news reports, man, like I believe it.
Florida man.
Yeah. But dude, yeah, I kicked them into the river. And she's like, I was like, well, if we get rid of the bugs, the iguanas aren't going to come back, which is kind of like,
That's kind of true.
that is kind of true. Yeah. Some guys, dude, they'd be like, "Oh man, dude, I'm getting all the squirrels. Can you guys take care of the squirrels?"
And the answer is yes.
We don't take care of squirrels, but some people would say yes. They would just submit to they just lie. Just say,
Just straight up.
Yeah, just so they can get the numbers down and hopefully the guy doesn't cancel, which most of the time, dude, they're gonna cancel and you don't get paid for it if they cancel.
Oh man, after they buy it?
Yeah.
So you can get their credit card.
Yeah. So a whole nother thing, dude, is you make the sale, right? You get their first service, and that first service is a gamble, dude. After that first service, bro, they might cancel right away and not get charged. If they wait 3 days after their first service, they don't get the contract goes into fulling and they're locked in. Like they have to pay $200 cancellation fee.
Ooh.
If they once they're locked in. So that after that 3 days,
but it is like a $1,200 contract.
Yeah.
So they are saving money, even though you're charging them.
yes. But it's also, dude, what's it called? What was I gonna say? Whatever. If it comes back, I'll go back to it. But the squirrel thing, dude, he's like, "Yeah, dude, we'll take care of all the squirrels for you. Like, we'll get rid of all the bugs, and that stops the squirrels from coming back. And the squirrels, they don't like the smell of our treatment. You can never use the word chemical
Okay.
because that scares people.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pesticides.
yeah. You use the word treatment, sometimes even medicine.
Bruh. Our medicine?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I got a brush. We knock down all the webs, and it leaves a medicine up there and stops them from coming back. It got so like a cartoon. Like, dude, I'm a waiter, bro, and I talk about the same foods all day, and it doesn't get old. And I don't feel like a cartoon anymore. It's like, yeah, these people just want good food. Dude, when I got start talking about the get rid of the spiders, dude, it got so comical after a point. Like I couldn't take myself seriously. I was like, this is so ridiculous. And then I got to this one guy's house, and you're supposed to knock no soliciting signs. And so I knock a no soliciting sign. This guy comes out, dude, and he's like, "So," I give him my intro pitch, I got my truck in the area. He's like, "I haven't seen your truck."
Oh, so this guy's broken out of the Matrix.
Yeah.
Okay.
but he's still in the Matrix. He pronounces the name of the company wrong, like off my shirt, which is hilarious. He's like, "So where are you guys located?" I was like, South Florida." And he's like, "What part of South Florida?" I was like, "Miami." He's like, "What part of Miami?" Dude, I know, I don't know, I don't know anywhere in Miami. And he's like, I was like, "Hollywood." Dude, I took a guess because there's a Hollywood, Florida, kind of close to Miami.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping he was gonna buy that. He's like, "Well, if you were from Miami, you would know that Hollywood isn't in Miami."
Oh, no.
And I'm like, "All right, sir. You have a nice day." He's like, "You're in direct violation right now." He's like, "What you're doing is forbidden." He's like, "There's 5 judges on this street, He's like, "You're in violation right now." He's like, I'm just gonna, I just want to save you the time and the trouble. And then he's like, let me get one of your cards so I know who you are. And I'm like, I actually ran out of cards that day, and I was like, "Dude, I don't have any cards." He's like, "No, let me get one." I was like, "Dude, I don't have any cards." And I was like, "You know what?" I was like, "Dude, I'm actually like wasting my time talking to this guy." So I'm like, "Have a nice day, sir." He's like, "Anyways, what part of Hollywood are you from?" And I was like, "Sir, I'm from Hollywood."
Oh, no.
And he's like, "Is that your final answer?" And I'm like, "Yes." And then I just walk away, and he's still shouting stuff at me. I don't know what he's saying.
Wow.
But yeah, dude, Mr. Alpha.
The final boss, dude.
Dude, Mr. Alpha right there, dude.
Wow.
Mr. Alpha.
It kind of sounds like he knew that you didn't know.
Yeah. Well, he
He
said
was trying to,
he
like-
had 3 of them. Like, he had 3 people come to his door that same day.
Wow.
So he's
trying to save you.
He's annoyed, bro. He's annoyed. And honestly, I'm like, I'd be annoyed if I was that guy too.
With the no soliciting sign.
Yeah. 3 different pest control companies coming to your door in one day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's annoying.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. You would be annoyed. Your parents would be annoyed. I'd be annoyed. Everybody's getting annoyed. The dog's going to freak out every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, I'm like, man, this is kind of getting silly. And then I 10 minutes later, bro, the cops pull up. Like, that guy obviously called the cops. And the cop was actually really nice. She's like, "Hey, I'm just getting some calls. Like, what are you up to?" I'm like, I'm just trying to manage my routes." And she's like, "All right, well, just gonna need you to relocate. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Just get out of this area." And I was like, "Okay." I go to the new area. Nothing crazy. It kind of like is the end of the day at this point. By the way, every time you get kicked out of a neighborhood, dude, that's like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, almost to an hour of time lost to knock.
Because you gotta get the car guy.
You gotta walk. No,
Oh.
man, the car guy is not coming to get you, bro.
Oh.
It's like the ocean, bro. You are out there. There's no one coming to save you.
Oh my.
So you gotta walk, dude. Sometimes it'll be like a mile. And dude, keep in mind you're like in pants, like sweating all day, dude.
Yeah, with your pest control outfit.
Yeah. Like,
in the
dude,
humid, just blazing
dude,
sun.
you almost want to faint sometimes, man. It gets brutal.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No car is crazy.
Yeah, no car is crazy. And I was like,
And you have your car out there.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I like talked to the guy. I'm like, dude, can I just drive my car to my area? And he's like, no. He's like, we got to drive you everywhere. But then I was like, as I started to lose interest, I was like, that's a lot of gas money anyway. I don't look, you want to spend the money on gas. So I'm like, I'm just going to let the guy drive. But anyways, end of the day, I get back and I'm like, everybody, like, the guy's like, "Hey, first one down." He's like, "First of many to come," for like my sales. And I show him some of my recordings of like that I have, which by the way, I still have those voice memos. So like, it's gonna be fun for giggles to go like look through
man.
those. I can show you some of them, dude. It's so funny.
Please do.
Yeah, I will. There was one time where like I accidentally said the wrong thing to this lady, and this like, and I actually, dude, asking like the square footage of the backyard and getting in their backyard was like an actual proven to work sales tactic. We were listening in the car, like some of my recordings, and this one guy's like, "Dude, don't ever say that. Like, you're an idiot. What's wrong with you?" He was a new guy too.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the guy who's been working with them already was like, "No, he actually did that perfectly. Like, you actually like should do that. It's like textbook right there. Like, he did it perfectly." And the guy's like, "Oh, okay." Fucking full of himself, man. And then I show more recordings, man. He's like, "Oh man, listen to your voice, man. You freaking suck, dude." I'm like,
The
dude.
same guy.
Yeah. And I was like, dude. Because, dude, he got in the car and was all quiet. Because he had, like, a bad day and was, like, just trying to, like, internalize it. You know, just being one of those people that just can't talk.
Oh, so this is the car ride home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you ever, like, see one of those people, dude, they have a bad day and they just can't talk?
Yeah.
Like, you say, like, how you doing? And they're just like, they could at least say, like, hey, I don't really want to talk right now, man. I'm kind of, like, in a bad mood.
Yeah.
They're just,
they
like,
just don't even, yeah.
they don't even look at anybody. Don't shake hands with anybody. This guy sold 3 sales that day. He's a new guy. Like, he had a good day. And he was still mad, dude. He was mad. I was like, dude. If you have a bad day, dude, don't take it out on other people, man. Just, like, talk about it. And he's like,
unfortunately, that's a normal thing, though.
dude, I can't be around people like that. That's just not how I negotiate with people. I cut people off that, like, deal with the things like that. And he's like, okay, I got you. Just, like, shut it down really fast. Like, he was trying to, like, avoid the whole conversation. And I was like, no, dude, like, seriously, man, like it's discouraging. Like, this job is hard, man. Like, I need to have, like, some positivity, man. Like, I'm totally down for constructive criticism, but, like, dude, I can't have people, like...
Your voice sounds bad. Like, what?
Like, I can't have people saying that. And he's like, no, I get you. And just, like, I understand, all right? And he's, like, shutting the whole thing down. And, like, the other people in the car are like, dude, that's, like, messed up. Like, don't be saying that. So... I don't know, man. Like, there was this guy in the car, dude, and he, like, would fall asleep. It was so funny, dude. He'd fall asleep in the car.
That would be me.
And he was snoring. He would snore so loud. Like, every time he was in the car, he would snore. Like, the beginning of the day, we'd pick him up. He'd be like, all like, guys, I had a great day. I got 5 sales. It was like a cartoon, dude. It was every time, consistent.
That's totally me. That would be me, 100%.
Just fall asleep every time, but it was so funny. But yeah, dude. And then day 4 comes, right? And I'm already getting, like, in verbal fights with these people, dude.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, I gotta live with these people, man. Like, this sucks. I can't, like, cook my food because there's no room in the kitchen. To get your food out of the fridge, I had to play Tetris.
Oh, because there's so many meals in there.
Yeah. And it just got annoying,
Are they stealing your food, too? I feel like that would happen. Okay.
No, and I was, like, on the lookout for that. I hid some food in my room, so, like, I could be sure that, like, nobody would take anything. I was on the lookout, though, dude. I was, like, looking at all my portions and everything to, like, make sure. Because I was, like, you always hear stories, like, about, like, how young roommates just steal food all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food's expensive now, too.
Also, dude, considering our circumstance, like, we're all broke, trying to get rich. So, yeah.
The breeding ground for thieves.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the clientele you're working with.
Oh yeah.
That's really surprising that people weren't stealing from you.
Yeah, right. I mean, I wasn't there long enough probably to even deal with that. But day 4 comes, right? I start the day in the neighborhood I left off at. Within an hour, dude, I don't know who it was, but the cops pulled up on me again. And he's like, just letting you know, I got a couple calls. Just gonna need you to, like, there's no soliciting in this neighborhood. Like, it is forbidden. The cops now is telling me no soliciting.
Oof.
And I'm like, this kind of seems illegal now. Like, the cop is telling me no soliciting. Like, it's different if it's a person at the door.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah. So I have to get reassigned.
You gotta walk.
I gotta walk, like, this one was, like, 2 miles.
This is your, like, what, 5th cop interaction in, like, a week?
Yeah. I stop at Walgreens, pick up an Energy Celsius.
They probably are so annoyed, too.
Yeah.
Like, they probably get called so many times.
They're in Florida, man. They could be dealing with, like, something way more important. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to start to see, like, some of the same cops, I bet. And that's when you get in trouble.
Oof, yeah.
You deal with the same cop multiple times. Like, dude, you don't want to be known by the cops, like, in any situation like that. You know? Like, you'll deal with cops in your life, but, like, you don't want to deal with the same one.
Yeah, that I can imagine, like, you're like the 8th guy from the same pest control place.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro.
It's summertime, dude. Summertime is knocking season for most pest door-to-door companies, like solar, armed security.
Because people are home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, dude, I get to the new neighborhood, and I'm knocking for a little while. This neighborhood's freaking nice. The one plus of this job, dude, is, like, you get to see some nice houses, man. Florida, I would love to live there, man. Like,
God's waiting room.
Dude, there are some freaking like movie like Scarface looking houses, man, that I'm coming up to. And I'm like, man, there's like Ferraris and driveways. I'm like, dude,
Not even covered. It's crazy.
some of them have garages open. They were like working out there.
Nice.
Most of those people, dude, when you show up, they'd be like, "Do you see the sign on my grass? The company just serviced. Like they were here an hour ago." Like you're a fool. They would tell me like you're a fool if you think I'm going to switch to you, and they laugh at me, and I'd be like, just keep going to the next one. So the mentality that they like try to get you in is like, when in doubt, keep knocking. Because at the end of the day, door-to-door sales is a numbers game. If you knock so many doors in a certain day, depending on your skill level, you have this % chance of getting a yes.
Yeah. Quantity over quality.
Yeah. So you just have to keep knocking doors, man, until you hopefully get one. Especially when you're new. When you're like doing it for years, man, you can sell like 10K of revenue in a day.
That's wild.
If you just know how to like push people's buttons. But it takes like many like years to
You
develop.
gotta sell your soul.
Dude, it takes years to develop, and you have to get addicted to selling. Like it has to become second nature. Like when you're not selling, you get like anxious that you're not selling. Like that you need to sell more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it would be like me sitting here right now, like, dude, I gotta wrap up this podcast, man. Like I gotta go like sell a couple real quick, man. I'll come back. Like I just need to. That's like the mentality they need to.
Like a meth head.
They're trying to get you.
Wow.
On. But anyways, man, I'm knocking, dude. I'm tired. That Celsius helps out though. I had energy spike back in me, dude. Because that walk back, dude, I was drained, man. I was like, dude, I feel like I'm gonna faint. Like it's so hot out,
dude. I feel like we can't belabor the point enough that you're in the Florida humidity heat.
Yeah.
In like slacks and
Yeah, not even shorts.
It's terrible.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm knocking, man, and I get to this one house, and this guy is he pulls up in a motorcycle, right? And I go up to him. I was like, "Hey, man, like, I have my truck in the area. Get you done for super cheap." And he's like, "Oh, I'm actually like house sitting right now, but I have a house in Fort Lauderdale. I'm getting a lot of termites." He's like, "Do you guys take care of termites?" I have no idea if we take care of termites. I have no clue.
But the answer,
I'm like, yeah,
is yes.
we take care of termites. I'm like, man, dude, I feel so obligated to lie all the time with this company. Like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dude, I get him in like this one shed, dude. He's like really specific, like with this area. So like, I write it down in the technician notes. It's like, hey, man, this one area. Like, don't do this area because his dog's over here. Like this area, blah 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 blah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And then I sign him up, man, and I don't take his initial value down at all. Like normally, dude, when you're at the door, you're like, you have a price sheet, and you're like, so typically my office is gonna want to quote you. What's the square footage of the home? Oh, 3,000 square feet. Awesome. Yeah. It seems to be the case with most of the neighbors. Nice house, by the way. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've actually lived here. Like they're all proud of it.
Yeah.
You know how like people are when they're proud of their home.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Or they slam the door on you and they're like, think you're full of crap. Which, dude, like, yeah, I'll share like another story like when I got back home. Not to spoil, but yeah, you can see where this is going. But anyways, he was like, yeah, man, I need this down, dude. I sell him for a $360 startup fee.
Oh,
which is insane. Dude, normally you drop it down to like $170. Dude, this guy wanted the termites done so bad that I didn't even have to drop the price on him.
Bro.
And I'm like, dude, and I was like terrible the way I handled it, man. Like I didn't get all of his information, so I had to call him back and like ask for it. I had to ask for his card information twice.
Oh.
And he gave me it, dude. He gave me it. I was like, dude, stupid.
Oh.
This guy's actually dumb. Like he literally like, dude, like if a person doesn't get all the information and they're gone, like would you really like answer the phone and be like, hey man, we just missed this part of your credit card. Can you just give me this part? Like no. You would hang up the phone.
No.
This guy was like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, let me give you this one. Blah, 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 blah. So I got his house service in Fort Lauderdale. Everybody's blowing up the chat. They're like, dude, Mac in for the kill with this one, dude. $360 initial startup fee.
Oh, they're promoting the
sending like what are those things called? GIFs of like people holding up machine guns, like Mac in for the kill. So corny, man. So corny. But it did make me laugh. No sales for the rest of the day. Didn't even really come close. But there was a house with like a GTR that was really sick.
That's cool.
I knocked at the door and the lady's like, I'm actually cooking chicken right now, and like waved her hands up. And like I cook chicken all the time, and I'm like, oh, she doesn't want to spread the salmonella.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well I'll be back. And she's like, okay. She's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Like I feel like I actually like had her interest there, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways. Yeah, I keep going, dude. There's a house with like a Beamer in the driveway, and I was like, dude, that's such a nice Beamer, man. He's like, oh, thanks. And I start pitching him. He's like, honestly, dude, I'm gonna be real with you. He's like, I used to do what you do. He's like, I'm not buying today, man.
Dang.
He's like, keep working hard, man. He's like, I used to do exactly the same thing. He's like, but nope. Just shut the door.
He's enlightened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, when you meet other door-to-door salesmen at the door, they're actually like, dude, keep working hard, man. Like, you're going to go really far.
Oh, they're still kind of in the matrix.
Yeah.
Kind of addicted. That's crazy. Wow. I would have thought they would say, like, oh, like, get out or something.
That's what I'd say. So that day wraps up. Nothing crazy. I get a couple leads, but, like, dude, sometimes, dude, you'll get into people's backyard, and they'll be like, dude, just come back in 30 minutes, man. I just got to talk to my wife. You go back to that house. Nobody answers.
Because the wife talks sense into them or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like they're just like being nice and like find a way to get you out. That's what I realized too. A lot of people, dude, especially it was before I even had my beard, so I had like a really innocent looking baby face. And like people were just really friendly.
I was gonna say that probably helped you out.
People like just didn't want to be mean. They were just like, all right, man, like just give me 20 minutes, man. And you go back and they're like their car won't even be in the driveway anymore. So that was like a common case, but we get to the 5th and final day of my sales experience. So the day starts, and man, nothing really crazy happened to this day. But I just kept thinking, man, this whole day I was like, man, I want to go back and make movies. I was like, dude,
there's no action to like distract you.
Yeah, dude, you're knocking for 10 hours, like 9-10 hours a day, sometimes longer. And you can't go back and just like watch Netflix. Bro, you're tired, man. You're going straight to bed because you got to get up at like 7 a.m. the next day. You know, you're getting home at like 10 p.m. You got to go to bed, bro. You got to get sleep so you can function. And you have to eat too. You have to find a way to cram a meal into that somehow.
Ugh.
Dude, I'm like walking like 30K steps a day. Dude, I lost weight. I was like 155. Dude, I'm like 145 now.
Dang.
Like after I eat.
You're sweating everything out too, I'm guessing.
Dude, 30,000 steps a day. That's like 8 miles. More than that. So, dude, I lost like so much weight, and I'm like trying to get back and like get that weight back. But it's like, dude, it was a lot. And my metabolism's bad too. So it's like, dude, it's hard to get those pounds that I lost. Dude, some guys will be like 170 and they'll come back like 150.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I want to be in shape still, man.
Yeah, dude, if I couldn't work out while I was over there, that would really bother me.
I had the time to work out like on like the weekends or in the mornings, but the thing is that like
you're already exhausted.
Dude, if you work out, you're going to kill all your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to save every bit of energy for those doors, man, because it's
just going to get sold, bro.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, that's one of my main weaknesses is like I have to have access to a gym.
Yeah.
To like live.
I had access to a gym, dude. It was like in the complex I was living in. But it's like, dude, I was so tired, man. There's no way I was getting a workout in. It's not like it even do me any good, bro. I'm walking 30K steps in a day.
Yeah, and you don't have like the time to like make a bunch of food either.
No. Man, I'd eat like my pasta or sandwich at lunch. Eat like a tuna melt for breakfast. Eat a little bit more pasta for dinner. Maybe like 2K calories right there.
And you're like hunched over, you're like eating.
Dude, and you're tired, man. Like your arms are moving slower, dude, because you're like, dude, like your body is physically exhausted. And your legs are sore because you're walking all day.
The fact that you have to hide your lunchbox in a little bush is just...
It's so bummy.
Daisy.
And I'm like, dude, this type of living is just not for me. So I kept walking, man. I was like, dude, the new Mad Max movie is about to come out next week. It's my dad's birthday. I'm like, I want to go see that with him.
But you're out here.
And I'm out here, and I can't do that. I'll never be able to go catch a movie while I'm out here, because I'm working 6 days a week. And on Sunday, dude, you want to sleep all day.
Yeah.
You're so tired. That's like your sleep. That's your time to catch up and sleep, and like maybe cook food.
Oh, you got a meal prep.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's no time for anything out here. I'm gonna be doing this all freaking day.
Edge making the dough. Oh boy.
And at nighttime, you got to practice more, dude. You got to like look and see what you messed up on and review it for the next day. And it's like, man, if at least I was at home, dude, I could like just go watch HBO at night or something, man, like something. But no, dude, I'm with my roommate, man, and like I can't just turn on like a show at night or anything. He's in the other, like he's there with me, and like, dude, there would be some people there just getting drunk at night and like just being loud and stuff, dude, being rude, dude. People are like nasty in there, man. And there's 8 people in one washing machine.
No. And you're sweating in the humidity.
Dude, people would go in there, take out your wet clothes that weren't done, and just throw them on the floor. Savages, man. I was like, dude, I can't live like this. I was like, they're like, dude, some people are going to get fired and there's going to be more openings. And I'm like, this is just not, I can't live like this.
Yeah. No.
So I'm exhausted, man. I'm thinking all day. I'm like, dude, I could just go back, man. Just work, like, but go back to the restaurant or work at a different restaurant all summer. Like, I have the waiter skills. It's honestly decent money. Like, it won't be as crazy busy because it's summer, but like, man, at least I'll have sanity. And I was like, dude, and then I just start back up in the fall and like continue school. I mean, that's what I was gonna do regardless. But it was like, I had a good setup. Like, working at Longhorn and then going to school.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good setup, dude. I was making way above average student money. Like waiting on tables and still having the time to do anything I wanted to do, like play golf and make movies and go to class, get good grade. Dude, I had like straight A's, man. I was like doing really good. Like, I had everything set up, and I didn't realize it till I was out there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
There's still a chance. I can still get this back. Dude, this was like 6 hours of me thinking this plan.
While you're walking around.
Yeah, sweating. I started knocking these doors, man, and I was like, dude, I am so full of it. I'm like, I don't care about pest control. Like, I can't get behind selling this. There's no way I can convince a millionaire in Florida to buy this pest control. I don't care enough about it, and if I don't care about it, he's not going to care about it. Like, this is not for me. So I called my parents. I was like, hey, like, this sucks. I'm coming back. And they're like, okay, come right back. Like, you're all good. They're like, we either thought you were going to love it or hate this. And I was like, okay, cool. They're like, yeah, just your room is exactly the same as you left it. You can come right back. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. I was like, oh, sweet. Well, I'll see you in probably like a week then. I'm just got to just...
So you got to get back home.
So the rest of that day, I just like talked to my dad on the phone, like walked around, just drank a bunch of water and just ate food.
Oh, yeah, because you got to wait for the car guy.
Yeah, I left my lunchbox, dude, in the area. Just as like just as kind of like a...
Like a symbol.
Yeah, symbol of like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, you threw in the
I
hat.
watch a lot of movies too, so...
Well, yeah, but like you threw in the hat, you're going to have to get a new lunchbox for the next day.
Yeah.
So you have to leave.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I left it as kind of just like a way of like, I'm so done with this. Like, I don't care about anything like with this company. I got in the car. I was quiet on the way home. This one guy was like calling his mom. He's like, Mom, I got on the leaderboard today. I sold $5,000 in revenue. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. And I'm like, I'm just like trying not to laugh. Because I figured it out, dude. That day, it all clicked to me. I'm like, this is a pyramid scheme. Dude, these guys are full of crap. They're just trying to take advantage of you.
I can just imagine like the Joker movie, like bringing it back to Todd Phillips.
Yeah.
Like him just on the train, like hearing all this stuff going on around him. You're just like, bro.
Yeah.
How did you break it to your boss? How did that go?
Yeah, so I get back, dude. I didn't hang out with any of the guys downstairs in the living room that night. I didn't talk to anybody. I went straight up to my room, ate some Sour Patch Kids. Because I was like, man, I just gotta have like something stupid good. Because I haven't had anything.
Some stimulus.
I haven't had anything that's good for myself. And I also thought about the fact that I scammed that lady, dude.
Oh.
That lady's husband was at the hospital. I bet you if the husband was there, he would have shut the whole thing down. And I also tricked that one guy with the motorcycle, dude. I'm like, man, dude, like that guy. I screwed that guy.
Yeah, he was house sitting, so he's probably needed cash.
Yeah. I screwed him, dude. I gave him a $360 startup fee. And I don't even know if we take care of his issue.
That's wild. That's
And
insane.
I'm like, man, I'm starting to lie to people. I'm like, dude, this is not me. Like, I am not.
Yeah.
This is not who I am as a person. So I get back into the room, dude. My boss comes in. It's like 11 p.m. I'm like, hey, sit down for a minute. I need to talk to you. And he's like, what's up?
Because he really likes you, right?
Dude, me and him trained like crazy, man. He spent a lot of time on me. And I've known this guy for like 4 years.
Oh, real? Oh, jeez.
The trust is gone. 100%.
4 years.
Yeah.
How did you know him before?
High school.
Oh, wait. So your friend was your boss?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was like, man, dude.
Oh my gosh. So it's like, it's all coming full circle.
I'm like, dude, this guy just wanted to recruit all of his friends so he can make more commission off of us. We're all, like, most of the people are expected to fail and go home.
Wait, so he makes commission off of your sales?
Yeah.
What?
Also, when I got there, so you remember how I told you I was going to get paid $500 every 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
When I get there, it's actually told, yeah, you're going to get paid $500 every 2 weeks as long as you're making, like, above your sales goals, like around your sales goals. Dude, we're new. We suck.
It's not going to happen.
We're not making those goals right away. So I'm like, dude, I'm going to go like a month and a half without a pay. I'm like, yeah, it's
a month, yeah.
Dude, there are other roommates getting mad at him about that because he didn't tell anybody. There are other people like, dude, why didn't you say this, man? Like, this is something you got to tell people when you're bringing them out here. You have to tell them. He's like, yeah, but you guys are going to do good It's like, no, dude, you have to tell people that. You can't just like avoid that.
Dude, the fact I didn't know your boss was the high school friend.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's like that's like movie level betrayal. That's crazy.
So I don't care though because
I'm just talking about like just the theatrics of the whole thing. Like the fact that it was your friend that like was the root.
Dude, I'm like, I don't trust.
He was like the big bad over everything.
Yeah, I was like, I don't trust this anymore. Like I'm out of here. So I was like, dude, I'm leaving in the morning, man.
Is that how you opened? Like, what was your opener?
I'm leaving in the morning. That's why I said, hey, I'm just letting you know, dude. Like, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. And he's like, wait, April Fool's, right? And I was like, no, like I'm leaving. And he's like, how come? And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this. And he's like, well, can you at least tell me why? I'm like, yeah, door to door. This is not for me. I'm like, great for you doing good, man. But like, this is not what I want to be spending my time doing. That's another thing. I was like, dude, I'm going to be out here for 4 months. I'm like, dude, I know like people say like, oh, you know, like you don't have to rush life. But I'm like, dude, no, that's time, bro. I could be cherishing doing stuff I like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude,
that's a long time.
Life is too short. And I'm like, I don't want to like look back and be like, oh man, I wasted that 4 months in Florida. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to like spend this time out here. Like if it was doing something that I liked, it'd be different.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I got like a film job that was like all summer in Florida, like that'd be awesome. Like an internship or something. But it's like, dude, door-to-door salesman, dude, this is bad for your health. Like you're getting cooked by the sun. You're walking way like so far, dude, that like you shouldn't be walking that much in a day. Like someone like me, it's like all thin. It's bad for your health. And I'm not going to be able to eat enough to ever catch up with this.
Yeah, like just the health conditions.
Yeah, and the living conditions, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah.
Bro. It's not sustainable.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you have to be like... It felt like prison, man. Like out there.
I mean, you are stuck out there.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know.
And you're doing dog work, bro, for like 10 hours a day. So I was like, dude, I'm leaving. So I got in the car. I woke up at 6.
Was he pissed?
No. He's like, I'm not going to try to convince you. He's like, honestly, dude, this is not for everybody. I'm like, yep, it's not for me. He's like, yeah, I know you got film stuff going on, right? I was like, yeah, I'm going to go do that. And I'm leaving at 6 a.m. tomorrow. He's like, all right. Well, we'll hang out when I get back. I was like, yeah.
Just straight it. Yeah.
That's my last lie.
Oh man. I'm sure the fact that he wasn't pissed off just mean like he didn't really care in the first place.
No.
But at least he didn't like start yelling at you and like, oh, you fucking suck or whatever.
I didn't think so. He's a pretty nonchalant guy, so I didn't expect that, to be honest. But I got up at 6 a.m. before anybody else woke up that Saturday. drove straight to Miami. I'm like, dude, I gotta go to actual Miami.
It's time to
dude, this is where GTA 6 is taking place. Like, I gotta see this place. So I go there, dude. I go straight to South Beach, dude, and it's so beautiful, man. That's when I called you when I was on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was there.
Wow. So that was like right after.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was talking to you and Katie, and I was like, oh man, dude, I'm like laying on the beach, dude, just like totally like, because I was like, dude, I gotta make a vacation out of this.
The perspective shift had to have been insane.
Yeah, dude, I saw life in a whole new light after that. I was like, man, dude, like there's so many people out there just trying to take advantage of like other people, dude. You have to like you have to stay your ground in life, man. You can't, you know what I mean? You gotta like make sure you're on top of everything, like the people around and everything, dude. You can't just be saying yes to things and like getting into something like that. Like if it sounds too good to be true, it is. And also like I realized, dude, like my purpose, what I want to do with my time is to do film. And it's like, that's what I should be spending my time doing. Like, do waiting tables for money and then just do film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm like, I could be spending 4 months getting better at lying and manipulating at doors, or I could be spending 4 months learning more about film.
Do you feel like you kind of, not like, obviously you dodged a bullet, right? That's very clear.
Yeah.
But do you feel...
Other people have left, by the way, since. Yeah, I think one of the other guys, he was posting pictures of him golfing in AZ. So
nice.
Yeah.
Do you feel like not only did you dodge a bullet, but like you were pulled out of like this?
It felt like a cult out there.
Yeah.
Dude, if you look on people's Instagram pages of people that work there, they only follow other people in the company. Some of these people didn't even follow like their own family members, man. It was just other people that worked in the company.
Wow.
And like one of my other friends had a falling out with them. So he did it last year, one of my other friends, and he actually like made decent money. And
he made like 20K or something.
I think maybe 50K. Maybe. I don't know for sure, to be honest.
Because nothing's true anymore.
Also, it's just like dude, you get cancels, bro. If people cancel the contract, you stop getting paid off of it. So like as the off season goes after the summer, your pay is gonna start to decline. It's like you could be en route to make 50K, but then it could go down to like 30K.
Wait, so the sales you made, are you still technically getting paid?
I don't know. Dude, to be honest with you, I deleted every contact with person in there, and I deleted all the apps involved. I don't care.
Okay.
Because I just like, dude, I was like, dude, this is dirty money anyways. Like, I don't want this.
Well, at least like stop it from going to like your buddy, ex-buddy.
The thing is that like
cancel their subscription, you know?
I deleted the app that runs pest routes.
Oh.
So I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. But
I would have done a scorched earth policy when I left or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to be out. I was like, dude, I'm in Miami now. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine the bliss of just like, it's like when you close all the tabs out when you're done with homework.
Yeah. That's what I did. I removed everybody off of like social media that I was out there with. Well, not that everybody. They're like one of the other guys that quit. I've known since elementary school. He's actually a really cool guy, and he quit too.
So he also got trapped.
Yeah, he was out there for like a month.
Oh, bro.
I think he really like was trying, and it's like, but yeah, it's just
he was actually a good person, unfortunately.
Yeah. So like, dude, like a lot of those guys, bro, they just get really cocky and become like an asshole because they're just lying and stealing people's money all day, dude.
Yeah, and they're getting away with it too. Yeah, it's one thing like you talk about like.
Well, it is legal because they actually are giving a service.
Well, but you are lying
about certain things. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I mean by like. Yeah. I guess morally getting away with it. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Your truck might not have been in the neighborhood for a month. Yeah. I got my truck here today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got my truck.
That whole truck thing started to become stupid to me. I was like,
it's like a meme, dude.
Yeah.
I got my truck here today, bro. Yeah.
The thing is, it's kind of like a secret society. That's how I view this as, like a cult. So it's like not as well known by everybody.
Like the scammers.
Yeah. But most people, when they think door-to-door sales, they think slam the door. That's like what the common person thinks.
Yeah.
And I figured out like the reason why.